Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Guitar Dungeon. It's been a while since I've had a video out there. I kind of apologize for that, but had a lot of stuff going on, and not a big flood of new gear. So as I get it, I'll give my thoughts on it. In saying that, check this out. I ended up getting a new case. I don't know if anybody's seen the ads for it, but Fender released a line of like new cases that are out there. This one is the Joe Strummer signature case, right? It's just obnoxiously pink. It's like Pepto-Bismol in case form. It's the actual Fender brand case for it. They're not cheap by any means. I mean, for just a case, you're looking about $200 range. This one has got its perks to it. Like I said, that obnoxious pink to it. It has locking clasps on it. The center's just a regular, and inside, it's leopard print. Get out of here, right? So I saw it and I was like, that is just over the top obnoxious. I was like, that's great. I love it. Gotta have it. Not to mention, having Joe Strummer's name on it too. Like, I mean, anybody that's not sure who Joe Strummer is, go Google right now. Or, hell, if anything else, just go get the Clash London Calling album. You'll understand, right? So yeah, the inside, I mean, it's got a nice padding to it. It's like you just want to pet it because it's so soft. It's like a nice kitty. But pretty much straight standard Fender case, right? You do have a compartment to fit all your goodies and whatever. But that's pretty much straightforward. It does have this little plate with Joe Strummer's signature on it, and it has a Fender plate attached to that, plus the Fender tag on it, so you can tell that they want you to know it's a Fender. I guess that's where all the extra, cost comes from. Now, as for my thoughts on just a case, because it's weird when if I'm giving a review on a case, there's got to be something to it, right? As for a case, that's a case. It does its job. It's supposed to protect your guitar, right? What it really comes down to is the price. So we got to talk about that a little bit. This in particular overall looks stunning. Like, I love it. I love how obnoxious it is. When you roll into a gig and you flip this thing open, everybody goes, what? So I really dig that. What's interesting though, and just really want to point out to everybody, before you go dropping $200 on a case, you got to know, okay, what fits in the case, right? Joe Strummer, famous for playing a Telecaster, right? This is my Telecaster. It is a Squire Telly, still exact same specs as any like Fender custom shop. Like, we're talking scale length and everything, right? There's nothing fancy about this at all. But into this case, this Telecaster does not fit. I can't get it to go down past the end. Like, a Telecaster doesn't fit in the case that should be famous for a Telecaster, right? How weird is that? Now, a Strat, on the other hand, again, standard Strat body style, drops right in, fits perfectly. So it's now my Strat case, which, I mean, given all the color contrast I got going on here, I kind of dig it anyway. But how weird is it that a Telecaster won't fit in there? Another point that I noticed is, like, as for your lid, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got a lot of wobble to it. Like, it's not real rigid, And when you drop it down, and like, by all rights, you should be able just to flip the latches down and go right in, right? Check this out. It doesn't go right in. Like, you actually have to kind of line the case up to push those in on both ends. So the locks, you've got to like kind of adjust the case for it to go in. The center fits like it should, I mean, it's a cool case. I love the look. It fits the Strat nice. Once everything's all closed and stuff, I mean, that Strat does not move inside of there, which is great. But it just seems, for that kind of price, you'd think it'd be made a little bit more sturdy and that, all of your latches would line up. really what it comes down to is you're paying for that Fender name on it. And I mean, it's cool, but is it worth the price? So just kind of wanted to throw that out there as a review, just so people know what they're walking into. Because if you think you're going to go out and spend the extra money, drop like over $200 for a case for your Telecaster, that Telecaster's not going to fit in that case. Fender's real vague about what actually goes in this case. So, you know, buyer beware, right? As we're talking about punk rock stuff, something else that's just cool, okay? It's not like a review of anything, it's just cool. And anybody that knows me knows, like, I'm a huge Rancid fan, right? I've been following them clear back from, like, the Let's Go album was my first introduction to Rancid. And, you know, I've been listening to them ever since. And something came up recently where I was able to pick up a gig bag. This is a Gibson USA gig bag. It's just a standard gig bag, nice plush to them. I mean, anybody that's, you know, got or has felt any of the Gibson gigs bags, when it comes down to a gig bag, they do it right. I mean, it's well made. But what makes this one cool and why I even bring it up is that this one, oh, that's hard to see, but you see that right there? This used to belong to Lars Frederiksen, the guitarist and vocals from Rancid. This was his gig bag. He signed it for me, sent it. I even got the certificate of authenticity where Lars signed off on it. Anybody that's not sure like who Lars Frederiksen is, like I said, guitarist, vocals from Rancid. He also has a solo career with Lars Frederiksen and the Bastards. Got a couple albums out there. He also plays with the Old Firm Casuals. Like, dude's all over the place, man. Super cool guy. But it's just kind of cool memorabilia to have. I got to meet him this years ago when Rancid was touring on the Indestructible album. They played a local concert venue around me, and I went, got to meet him backstage, and instead of some musicians or celebrities and stuff, you go up to them and they're real quick to give you an autograph or whatever and send you on your way, you know, just to kind of that whole press the flesh, let me see my face, we'll get a quick picture and get out of here, right? That was not the case. Lars was just cool as hell, hung out with us for, I don't know, probably about 45 minutes. We're standing around just bullshitting while he was waiting for the rest of the bus to get packed up so they could take off and stuff. But he wasn't in a hurry, down to earth, super cool. Absolutely probably the best like celebrity experience that I've ever had. So super cool dude. That's all I can really say about that. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the Joe Strummer case. Hopefully that helps some people out there. Maybe save them some money or go ahead and take the investment because you just want something that looks cool, right? I'll say, hope to be making more videos on a regular basis now. I gotta say, I kind of slacked off of it for a little bit. A lot of stuff going on in my life, so you know I had to make some adjustments. But things are kind of picking back up. Got an idea for a new video series. Over my years, I have seen a lot of concerts, and I save every concert stub that I've ever gone to. And I've thought about a concept of just basically dumping them in a hat, pull out one, and let's talk about, you know, what was that concert like? What was that band like? What experiences did I have from that and all those? I think that could be kind of fun. It helps me reminisce, and also, you know, kind of gives that connection with everybody out there. I want to hear your experiences. Did you see the same bands that I did? Did you get that kind of experience from it? So, like all my other videos, please like, share, subscribe, but comment. I've gotten a lot of comments, and I do respond back to all that I can. Yeah, give me your thoughts on that. See if that's a good idea, and we'll give it a shot. Other than that, that's really all I have for today. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for, you know, hanging out with me for a few minutes, and you know, like I said, subscribe and there will be more. I think that's all I have. I'm just gonna reach up and sign off, but I'll catch it in the next one. Have a good day, y'all.